This is working. Working. This is so different from what I'm used to. I don't have my big rig, it's just my camera. Or not my camera, my phone. Anyway, I'm still trapped in the closet, as you can see. But there are a couple things in the news that if I don't, like, cover them right now, I'm gonna totally forget about. And they're relevant and they're important and you guys would dig. So, that said. Okay, so I'm going to actually, oh shit, that keeps falling out, I hate that. I don't want this to like die in the middle of what I'm doing here. Driving me crazy. So, if anyone wants to type anything, let me know that this is working, because it said that the connection was bad, and I don't know what the fuck kind of shit this is. Like, fuck YouTube, man, I swear to God. Anyway, I have this clip from this radio show. It's called Rickey Smiley. I don't know if any of you are familiar. But this happened today. And the only person who seemed to grab the actual video from Facebook Live was this channel that I watch called Impressive. So this is her footage, and I am going to use it because I want us to discuss it. I would like to see your, like, what you guys think, and then I want to share what I think. So, basically, I'll let her take it away. All credit goes to Impressive. I'll do everything I have to do to make this shit kosher so that I don't get flagged, because I'm not trying to disrespect anyone. I'm just trying to show people what the fuck happened and what I'm talking about. So, that said, I hope you guys can dig it. I'm still in my closet. I'm doing my flooring. Let me see if I can show you guys what I'm doing. So while this plays, I'm gonna finish up with that, and if someone wants to actually talk and let me know that this is even going out to the world, that would be great. Or not. I'm sure someone will eventually. And if not, then I guess maybe someone will see it tomorrow. Who gives a shit? I gotta get the shit out. I have such great, like, ideas for hangouts and, like, stuff to cover, and then by the time the weekend rolls around, well, technically, I guess on the East Coast now it's Friday, so technically it's the weekend. But, like, by the time the weekend rolls around, I totally forget this shit. So we gotta do this now, right? So this is all from Impressive. Let me see if I can, I'm so ghetto right now, I don't give a fuck. Right? You can get an idea what's going on for the 3 people watching, 4 people. I want to say hi. So again, this is Impressive. This is her channel. She's a great channel. She's very well researched. She knows her shit. And I very much enjoy this channel. So that's why I'm taking her clip, and she's the only person who grabbed it. So this is on Facebook Live, right? Okay.
That's a channel. Something interesting happened on the Rickey Smiley morning show. This morning, Rickey Smiley and his co-host Head Crack, the Brat, Miss Juicy, and Gary with the T got in trouble with human resources on air because somebody complained to the higher ups about them. Now I'm gonna post this whole video so y'all can see what really went down because they got suspended for this. Can you imagine? They got suspended on air.
Man, it's freaking amazing. I'm on Facebook Live. Human resources, we on live, and we sitting up here in trouble for making a joke about some damn shoes.
Let's see. Make sure I get this up.
I am. I'm hurt that fucking
you have to be dyslexic for this.
Calling up here.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
What's up, y'all?
I don't know if you can hear it and shit.
Alright, y'all, Rickey Smiley, morning show. I don't know what's about to happen, but we got okay, stop the music for a second. Okay.
By the way, as you watch this, keep in mind this is a live stream that they're doing, so it's relevant in that way. Also, it's about what's appropriate comedically.
Okay, situation got worse. It's just 2 minutes after the hour. Now, we talked to human resources. Everybody's just waking up. Let me just bring you up to speed. We made a joke about somebody's shoes in the stall yesterday, right? Right, Brent? Right. So then, I guess they must have went to human resources because people in the office were making fun of his shoes. So human resources called and told us what happened and that we need to rectify the situation. So we called a man to rectify the situation, let him know that we apologize. Did we apologize? I did apologize. I'm sorry. And now, huh? Yeah, and now the human resources is back on the phone, so we don't know what's gonna happen. But we're gonna be talking to them coming up
This
next.
is on air.
So human resources on the phone. Hey, I hope everybody having a blessed morning.
This is my life.
Human resources on the phone. I like to keep stuff on the air where everybody can hear because we ain't did nothing wrong. I just made a joke about some shoes. The dude was in there doing number 2. I went in there to do number 1 because I don't do number 2 at work. I went in there to do number 1, right? So, now, somebody said, did you say, what are those? That's what I should have said. What are those?
Oh shit.
That almost took me out right there. That's funny. So we got human resources on the phone. So I don't know if we get it. Would they take you off the air for something? Suspend you for something like that?
I don't know.
Would they suspend you?
We don't got suspended for something like that. How many days? Did they take us off the air for some days? But I didn't say his name.
Yeah, but I mean, but people knew who it was after they matched the shoes, after the camera went around matching the shoes.
Okay, who took the camera around, took a picture of his shoes and put it on Facebook?
This seemed outrageous to me, just so you know.
Did we ask her to do that? Did we ask them to go around and take a picture of the shoes and put the shoes on Facebook? So you can get in trouble for some shoes? We didn't say his name.
I know, my shoes are looking pretty bad too.
They said call him Air. So basically, we in trouble because we cracked on somebody's shoes. How long we got on this song?
About 20 seconds.
Okay. All right. I don't know what's going on. Hey, listen. So,
This was a few hours
Beyonce,
ago.
you...
Oh, hey. You were talking.
Hold on, stop the music.
Hey, what did I say?
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Somebody went in there.
Thank you.
Now, I don't remember telling... did I tell somebody to go and take a picture of the shoe?
Yeah, don't back up.
The other people are actually talking. What this is from the Impressive channel. It's a channel that I love. I'm a big fan of. And what this is the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It's a radio show, and basically they made fun of one of their coworkers' shoes. And Human Resources approached them and confronted them while they were on the air. This was on Facebook Live. This is a live stream, and, well, just watch what happened. Like, they're joking about someone's shoes now. Remember that. It's someone's shoes. And they posted a picture of their shoes. I know, my shoes are looking pretty bad, but come on. Like, shit. We ain't talking about me here.
Yeah, don't back up.
Don't lie on me. You said that. You said that yesterday while we were on the air. You said run over there and take a picture and find out who it was. Don't put me on this bus because I only did what I was asked to do. Like I ride for you. Don't throw me under the bus.
Okay, so I asked you. Okay, but I didn't say put it on Facebook.
You did. You told me to go on
Facebook. So you put the picture of the shoes on. You put the picture of the shoes on Facebook.
Picture of the shoes on.
Bro, what would you? I told you to put it on Facebook.
Did you not say go on Facebook?
I said take a picture of it where we can see whose shoes it is.
Well, everything else is Facebook Live. Why would I not put it on Facebook Live?
Okay. So it's 6 minutes after the hour. So we called Jeff and apologized to him for what we said, and we got Human Resources back on the phone. So we called Jeff and we apologized. So and anybody else we offended, we just want to apologize.
Oh, that silence of, oh shit, did I fuck up?
I didn't laugh.
Oh, sorry.
In the background.
One sec.
Well,
Sorry.
Well, that was just
Getting
I
used
asked
to
her to
this.
leave.
I heard more than just juicy.
Is this Vine porn? Hey Artemis, what's up?
And unfortunately,
Pretty much.
I didn't laugh. I was literally crying when he was
Ricky, I heard
said
you
that he bought those
You
shoes.
might have heard me. I was looking at my phone.
I was laughing at him.
No one was laughing
Somebody on
suddenly.
Facebook Live said, did you ask him what are
crazy.
those?
This is like
You guys are a team. You guys are a group.
some macabre,
And
like,
unfortunately,
Curb Your
I have
Enthusiasm
to take
type
further
shit.
disciplinary actions because
As well.
your response to the situation is not adequate enough.
Not adequate.
So I'm
And then somebody gonna say he had on the Church of God in Christ 11s.
Don't.
See, there you go, Ricky.
Oh my god.
At this point in
I
time,
know, I'm just kidding. I am a comedian.
It's not a real shoe.
at this point in time, we have to go further with this matter.
That's funny.
Further like how?
Like, now they're all
I
scared.
need everyone
Which
that's in
I
the
just
studio
did
right
too.
now to come down to my office for a meeting.
When we get off in the, talking about now?
Immediately.
That can't make it.
Immediately.
We cannot have this go any further.
I'll
So what are we supposed to do for the rest of the show?
That's not up to me.
Oh,
Over some shoes? Bruh, like real talk, over some shoes?
Over
It's
some shoes.
more than shoes. We have an employee who has been violated emotionally, which is unacceptable.
Violated emotion.
We have policies and procedures that we must adhere to around here.
All he has to do, I'll buy him some more shoes.
I'll buy him some more
Just throw
shoes.
shoes away.
Hey,
Say,
Paul. What's up?
I like when he say he bought the shoes off a cheddar hoochie. Cause I know what that story is. It's funny
I'm on my phone. And my laptop.
You continue to make light of the matter.
No, I'm not trying to be. No, I'm not trying to be. What I'm saying is, I snickered when he said that he bought the shoes.
You can't say Chattahoochee without smiling. Try it.
Okay, we on our way down. That's not funny.
I'll link her and give her all due
See,
credit.
these stupid people on Facebook Live talking about some airwalk on water.
Not anonymous. Air walk on water. Jesus Christ.
They like me. There's people on Facebook. All right, we on our way down. So you want us to get off the air? So what we supposed to do? A mix?
Air walk on water, dude. Come on.
What, y'all ain't gonna do a mix? Does that include? What y'all ain't? Well, he wasn't in here, so I guess we'll
wanted naked photos of your package.
On the way to his office.
If you're not damn fired, how you gonna do that?
If we ain't fired. Jesus Christ.
This is my damn life.
The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking.
Wait till the clock, sir, because I'm not
They're on the air.
with them, and I've been lost my job. I feel along the way.
Oh my god.
That's why you got your little ass up there. All right, we're on our way down there. 10 minutes after the hour, 10 minutes after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I mean, damn, we didn't show his face. Did y'all put his face on Facebook?
They had his face partial.
Are y'all serious right now? You couldn't even see his face. He was in the bathroom.
And they kicking us off the air over some freaking shoes.
Yep. Kick them off the air.
That is crazy, yo. Wait, y'all the one not gonna have a job. I'm gonna have a job. As you can see, somebody complained to Human Resources because they felt like they were being bullied.
This is
when
impressive
Rickey Smiley
again.
told them to
Her
post a
channel.
picture of the employee's shoe online. So this is what's happening, and now they
On
are
Facebook.
suspended. Let me clarify. I don't
All
think that
suspended.
they're going to be suspended, but
They
they
are.
did get a serious warning. And
They're
did you
suspended.
catch how Rickey Smiley was trying to play it off like he didn't do anything? Anyway, tell
Well,
me what
that's
you all think
judgmental.
about this down below. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and share if you care.
And
Thank you so
dude,
much for
do
watching,
like,
and I'll see you
do
next
subscribe to
time.
her
Bye.
because she's great. Like, I love her channel. She's awesome. Like, I love her channel. That's impressive. So the reason this just happened a few hours ago, and God, I hope I can figure out how to like give her proper credit because I don't want any trouble here. But the reason I wanted to bring that out is because like I just thought that was insane. Like I don't know, maybe this is how my perspective has changed, but I know a lot of you guys are creative people as well. Or sorry, let me make sure. And like I don't know, I had to like comment on this because I had to wait until tomorrow. It would be like out of my head, right? Okay, so this to me, I was like, what kind of fucking fever dream, nightmare, macabre, curb your enthusiasm, like, send up is this shit? I thought this was ridiculous. I was thinking, like, you know what? And maybe, again, this is maybe how my perspective has changed, whereas, like, maybe in the past I would have said, like, oh, maybe they shouldn't have put it on Facebook, maybe they shouldn't put his shoes on Facebook or something. Now I just think, like, man, if someone took me off the air for that bullshit in the middle of a show, and I don't care what you say, I don't care if it's YouTube, I don't care if it's Facebook Live, I don't care if it's an open mic, if you're performing to entertain people and you anticipate people watching and there's an audience, that's a fucking show. So for someone to come in and take me out, like in the middle of a show because of that bullshit, I would beat the shit out of them. I seriously would. I would beat the ever-loving shit out of someone for doing that. Like, that to me sounds fucking crazy. And I just want to know what you guys think. I know it was a long clip, but this did just happen. So, it's the raw, unedited footage, I guess. Thoughts? Opinions? Agree, disagree? Like, share, and subscribe. Help me out with this experimental format. What do you guys think? Don't care? I don't know. To me, it, like, or that vet tech bitch who said she euthanized a dog on purpose because she hates the owner. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's just a sweater. Thank you, Paul. Yeah, just, it's construction chic, I guess. Thank you. Appreciate that. Seriously, share this out. I don't think anyone knows I'm even on. Because I don't do this shit anymore. I mean, spontaneously. Anyway. If you would. If you feel that this would be a good conversation to have. Because, I mean, what do you guys think of that shit? HR came in while they were on the air and suspended them. And Portia Williams, I low-key dating on the DL. Oh yeah, Stuart Smiley and Portia Williams. Huh. I don't know who that is. I know that one's from Real Housewives of Atlanta, but I don't know who that is. I don't think he has enough money for her. Well, that's gonna be trouble. But yeah, like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, I know a bunch of you are thinking of maybe starting a channel yourself, so what do you think about stuff like that? Of this happening on a live stream, mind you. Anything? Bueller? Or should we talk about Real Housewives? Because I don't watch that show. I'd have to, like, do a bunch of research to do that. But, I don't know. I just think it's so interesting because, like, that right there is what, like, people are always bitching about, right? Like, that right there is the oversensitivity of our culture. And that, to me, that crosses a line. Like, so fucking over someone's shoes? Like, come on. I feel like if you, like, I don't know, I wouldn't call myself a comedian. Like, if anything, maybe a Dean. Like, I'm not enough to be a comedian. But, like, if you're doing something to entertain people, if you're talking shit to entertain people, your main thing is entertaining people. And if that takes taking a picture of someone's shoes, then so be it. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Rickey Smiley was just doing his job. Like, that is his job, to make people laugh and to keep people entertained. That's what he does. That's what a radio show is. That's what any show is. Like, if people aren't engaged, they're not gonna watch. And I just think it's bullshit that he got punished for essentially doing his job. What do you guys think? Or is this a bunch of bullshit that you don't care about? Let me know. It's viewer's choice. Let me know. No? Sorry if my quality is bullshit tonight. This is like, I threw this together. This is not my usual setup. So, that might be part of it. What are you gonna do, right? Okay. Alright, okay, you're not feeling that? Okay. That's fine. Trying to kid you. Chris Crocker's closet. It's my closet. Leave Brittany alone! Oh hey, what's up? Vincent? Wait, let me get this back. I can do this? Woo! I love her as a person. You don't know her. I always, like, every time you said that, I was just like, you don't know her as a person? What the fuck do you think you are? Shit. Psh, bitch. I don't know. I guess I think now, like, I don't know. I feel like people in, like, Rickey Smiley's position, like, more as a peer now. Because, like, that's essentially what he does, is he talks shit to entertain people, right? I mean, that's what we all kind of do. So, it just seems crazy to me. Like, I mean, the ultimate thing is to entertain. So, why is he getting dragged off and getting suspended or whatever to fucking, for doing his job? I just think that's bullshit. That is some crazy, like, that really is, like, a fever dream of Larry David's. Like, that is some bullshit, I feel. And subscribe to that channel, Impressive. She's really great. I mean, is that bullying? Making fun of someone's shoes? Because I don't feel like that's bullying. Like, if it was something that they couldn't control, like or like it was a physical thing that they couldn't control, then I feel like that might be bullying. But I feel like style is personal and it's a choice that you make. So if someone doesn't like it, they can make fun of it. People were making fun of my vest. I didn't complain. I mean, what do you guys think? If someone took a picture of your shoes and put it on Facebook Live and made fun of it, would you feel salty? I probably would. Not enough to call HR, but... No, what? You assume someone's shoe size, that's sneakerphobic. Sneakerphobic, oh my god. That's hilarious. Artemis, you the shit. You the real MVP, you bae. You bae as fuck. Always. Okay. So, no one cares? Okay. Yeah. I said it, you bae. Always. I know, you hate that. Never bae, always bae. Forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Forever, ever. You bae, Artemis. I promise. Thank you. Please like, share, and subscribe. I took bae out of my name. What, for Artemis? I like bae. It's before anyone else. Like, bae can be in several categories, I feel. You can have platonic bae. You can, like, I would hope that I'm YouTube bae because I'm before anyone else. See? It's an acronym. You were attacked for it by Artemis? Artemis. Did you use your antlers on her? Just for saying bae? I would hope that I'm your YouTube bae for everyone who watches. No, not by her. Oh, really? Who attacked you, dear? Maybe. Artemis, you little scamp. Yeah. My parents locked me in the closet, yeah. Trapped in the closet. Flooring finally got here. But, okay, so you guys don't give a shit about that. Okay. Hey, Fast Bite, how you doing? It's appreciated. You being here. On such a short notice. I don't know. Well, that was my attempt at, like, content to actually con for discussion. I do have one more, which is about how things go viral, which I found really interesting, especially because it's a social science kind of perspective, and, like, it was approached in that way. Or, gee, what's this? I don't know. And, it's about fake news and how it goes viral. This is from sciencemag.org. I found this fascinating. And as an anthro major, this is the kind of stuff that I used to do. So, I'm gonna read this out to you. Again, a little ASMR kind of thing. I know some of you want me to read the news, so... I don't know. We're trying something new. I don't give a fuck. Let's do it. Okay, so... The headline is... Fake news spreads faster than true news on Twitter, thanks to people, not bots. It's not too long. I'll edit it as I go. We don't have all night, no. No, it's not too long. Okay. So, during the 2016 U.S. presidential election, the internet was abuzz with discussion when reports surfaced that Floyd Mayweather wore a hijab to a Donald Trump rally, daring people to fight him. The concocted story started on a sports comedy website, but it quickly spread on social media, and people took it seriously. From Russian bots in charge of fake news, to charges of fake news, headlines are awash in stories about dubious information going viral. You might think that bots, automated systems that can share information online, are to blame. But a new study shows that people are the prime culprits when it comes to the propagation of misinformation through social networks. And they're good at it, too. Tweets containing falsehoods reach 1,500 people on Twitter 6 times faster than truthful tweets, the research reveals. Bots are so new that we don't have a clear sense of what they're doing and how big of an impact they're making, says Sean Dorius, a social scientist at Iowa State University, in Ames, who wasn't involved in the research. We generally think that bots distort the type of information that reaches the public, but in this study at least, they don't seem to be skewing the headlines towards false news, he notes. They propagated true and false news roughly equally. Look at some interest in that. So, the main impetus for the new research was the 2013 Boston Marathon bombing. The lead author, whose name I can't pronounce, a data scientist at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in Cambridge, says after the attack, a lot of the stuff he was reading on social media was false. That's when Vasuki? I can't pronounce. Realized that these rumors aren't just fun things on Twitter. They can really have effects on people's lives and hurt them really badly. A PhD student at the time, he switched his research to focus on the problem of detecting and characterizing the spread of misinformation on social media. He and his colleagues collected 12 years of data from Twitter, starting from the social media platform's inception in 2006. 2006? Do we say that? I don't know. Anyway. Then they pulled out tweets related to news that had been investigated by 6 independent fact-checking organizations, websites like PolitiFact, Snopes, and FactCheck.org. They ended with a data set of 126,000 news items that were shared 4.5 million times by 3 million people, which they then used to compare the spread of news that had been verified as true with the spread of stories shown to be false. They found that whereas the truth rate rarely reached more than 1,000 Twitter users, the most pernicious false news stories, like the Mayweather tale, routinely reached well over 10,000 people. So 1,000 people got the true story, 10,000 people got the false story. False news propagated faster and wider for all forms of news, but the problem was particularly evident for political news, the team reports today in Science. Let's see. Whoa, I lost. Okay. At first, the researchers thought that bots might be responsible. So they used sophisticated bot detection technology to remove social media shares generated by bots. That's the kind of thing to use with, like, algorithms and, like, well, statistical analysis. It's really complicated. It doesn't matter. Anyway, that's the kind of stuff that we would do. But the results didn't change. False news still spread at roughly the same rate and to the same number of people. By default, that meant that human beings were responsible for the virality of false news. That got the scientists thinking about the people involved. It occurred to them that Twitter users who spread false news might have more followers, but that turned out to be a dead end. Those people had fewer followers, not more. And that's really interesting to me. Finally, the team decided to look more closely at the tweets themselves. As it turns out, tweets containing false information were more novel. They contained new information that a Twitter user hadn't seen before, than those containing true information. And they elicited different emotional reactions, with people expressing greater surprise and disgust. That novelty and emotional charge seemed to be what's generating more retweets. And this is interesting for anyone who is, like, wondering how things go viral or why they go viral. On YouTube, on Twitter, anywhere. So I felt that this was very relevant to the kind of stuff that we talk about. Okay. If something sounds crazy stupid, you wouldn't think it would get that much traction, says Alex Kasbrak, a fact-checking journalist at Snopes in Pasadena, California. But those are the ones that go massively viral. Think about Logan Paul. Need I say more? The research gives you a sense of how much of a problem fake news is, both because of its scale, I'm almost done, and because of our own tendencies to share misinformation, says David Lazar, a computational social scientist at Northeastern University in Boston, who co-wrote a policy perspective on the science of fake news that was also published today in Science. He thinks that, in the short term, the Facebooks, Googles, and Twitters of the world need to do more to implement safeguards to reduce the magnitude of the problem. But in the long term, we also need more science, he says, because if we don't understand where fake news comes from and how it spreads, then how can we possibly combat it? I thought that was fascinating. I mean, this quote, I'm going to repeat it. If something sounds crazy stupid, you wouldn't think it would get that much traction, but those are the ones that go massively viral. And the more I thought about it, the more sense it made. Like, again, Logan Paul. And that's the kind of thing that, like, it spurs people to do outrageous things to get noticed online. Because the more novel the behavior, the more, like, the crazier it sounds, the crazier stupid it sounds, the more people will look. I don't know. That's fascinating to me. And it got me thinking, like, you know, I never expected this channel to be popular. Because I wasn't gonna do stuff like that. I mean, you have people fucking their shit up for YouTube. You have people playing with dead bodies for YouTube. To become viral. To make money. And how fucked up is that? So, like, I don't know, like, what does it matter? Does that affect, like, does that mirror the quality of your content? I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, thank you, King of all things. I try. Is my brain sexy? Because that would be the best compliment. What? K-O-A-T? What's that? What? Wine? But I don't know, like, what do you guys think? Like, oh, King of all things. I see. Oh, thank you. Gotcha. I picked up on that right now. Yeah, like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, because you see it all the time, everywhere. Hey, Jamie. How you doing? Oh, thanks. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. This might be a short one tonight, actually, because, like, I really just wanted to share that stuff. Maybe people can, like, think about it. I know no one's up because everyone's on the East Coast, and it's late here, so it's, like, really late there. So, oh, thank you. I told you to check out this beautiful lady. Why, thank you. I try. But, aw, thank you. That's so sweet. Hope you're doing better. I am. Like, I'm good. It's all good. Thanks, doll. But yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't know, maybe doing this is a good idea on a Thursday night, and then, like, tomorrow people will see it. Oh, Ray's here? What's up? I don't see her. That's weird. Totally. Oh, I thought you were talking, yeah, wine. I thought you were talking about, like, Kitty, Ray, I don't know. I can't keep track. I look drunk. I'm not. Just crazy. But yeah, no. Anyway, I don't know, yeah, maybe this is a good idea to, like, have this, and then people will wake up tomorrow and, like, watch it, maybe, hopefully. And then maybe, like, just me, Rachel. Okay, Rachel, gotcha. Sweet. Okay, maybe, like, I don't know. I'll give you guys a day to, like, mule it over. I don't know. I know. I just had to get this. No, I can't stand up and twirl. I've done that enough on here. Yeah. Okay, so if no one's interested in my deep conversations, I'll give you guys a day, and hopefully tomorrow you will be? I don't know. I gotta figure out how to give Impressive proper credit. Glam was having a hangout but got shut down, so he came here. Oh, Cat is having 24-hour death watches now for days. Oh, God. Really? How does she, like, she's up for 3 days or something. I'm sorry. That's wild. Like a death watch for that Elvis guy? I don't know how you guys even stomach, like, keeping up with that. That's some bullshit. Like, ugh. Early St. Patty's turn up. Sure, why not? Aren't we all Irish? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, I thought that stuff was really interesting. So, hopefully you guys make the connections, you guys tell me what you think. Hopefully someone will pick up on some sort of content in there, because I thought they were fascinating, like, issues to talk about. Maybe I'm the only one right now. But I wanted to get them out just to make sure that, like, we could actually have a conversation about it at some point. Because I think it's more than relevant. Like, it's beyond relevant. It's everything we do. Show me something I watch. Thank you. I mean, I think. We're troll friendly. Just, you know, don't be dicks. Oh, of course. Lori Green and Lindy. Oh, them. Who knows? Anyway, I guess I'll get off here then if no one is interested in my attempts at, I know. I don't know. Think it over. Tell me what you think. Sweet. Cool trolls, though. Yeah, absolutely. I'll call audio mixed to your stream automatically. Really? Talk video network? Take and make live calls? Who would I call, though? Or are you saying for people to call in? Because I don't know how to set up that shit. But I don't know. If you guys wanted to call in, we could do that. I mean, oh, sweet. Okay. You can barely hear. Oh, shit. Yeah, sorry. This is my phone. I'm just, like, experimenting, I guess. Sorry about that. I don't know what's up with that shit. Yeah, no problem. Talk Video Network. Okay. Yeah, alright. Have a good weekend. Yeah, you too. Yeah, I'm probably going to sign off here. So, hopefully someone will find some of that interesting, because I found it fascinating, and maybe tomorrow's hangout, we can have, like, a good conversation. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Trying something new. Just had to jump on here, because I was going to forget all that shit. But I really think that we should talk about it. So, fingers crossed that someone is coming with me on that. Okay, I'll see you guys. How do I turn this off? I don't even know. Maybe this way? Give it a shot.